Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
It has been a thrilling past few weeks for WWE. At SummerSlam this past weekend, WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton retained her title against Jade Cargill, but among the multiple things that were made clear during the match, one of them was the fact that if Jade Cargill is to continue in any prominent capacity on Friday Night SmackDown, she may have to turn heel soon. Cargill's time in it made it clear that she was a natural heel, and despite all the improvements she has made since coming to WWE, she still is far from ready when it comes to being a top star, and she'll certainly have a tougher time getting there as a babyface. The crowds began turning on her recently, similar to what had happened with Bianca Belair earlier this year, and that reaction may spawn a rekindled alliance, stronger and badder than ever. However, a lot of it would also have to do with when Belair returns to the ring following her current injury. Another alternative direction for the former TBS champion was teased last night on SmackDown, when Cargill interacted with Tiffany Stratton backstage, and as Cargill continued to demonstrate heelish tendencies, she was approached by WWE Women's United States Champion Julia and her official representation, Kiana James. While that may very well translate into a feud between Julia and Cargill, it may be an exciting prospect for Triple H to turn her heel and have her form an alliance with James and Julia until Belair makes her comeback. The equation between Cargill and Belair could further be explored upon the latter's return from injury, and there are a ton of directions the creative team could go in to follow up on the fascinating dynamic that exists between the Storm and the EST. Jade Cargill has potential, but she needs to be presented the right way in WWE. Even if WWE is unwilling to turn Bianca Belair heel, a gradual, if not seismic change in Jade Cargill's character seems almost necessary to elevate her and present her as the star she can be. Cargill's persona, physique, and demeanor just naturally fit a dominant and brash heel character, but Triple H doesn't even need to turn her into some kind of immoral monster right away. Being presented as a tweener, an aggressive and ambitious woman with a massive ego who is a credible threat to everybody, could allow the company to explore an alternate future for the Storm and figure out how they can progress Cargill's character logically as she hopefully also begins to resonate with the audience better. Since stepping into a pivotal backstage role within WWE, Triple H has been carefully shaping the future of the company's roster. Known for his sharp eye for talent and storytelling, Hunter has masterminded some of WWE's most iconic moments, both inside the ring and behind the scenes. But since officially transitioning to his executive producer role on SmackDown, the WWE Universe has been waiting for him to pull the trigger on a major heel turn, a big, shocking storyline that shakes things up and gets everyone talking. Now, rumors swirling backstage suggest that Triple H is finally ready to turn a major star heel for the first time since his full-time return to WWE's creative side, and it could have huge implications for the women's division on SmackDown, especially involving the rising stars Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. The weight of a heel turn from Triple H. Triple H's history with heel turns is legendary. From his days as the conniving cerebral assassin to his ruthless authority figure persona, Hunter's heels are never just villains, they are complex characters that elevate entire storylines. Since moving backstage, Triple H has focused largely on developing fresh babyface stars, nurturing talent like Gunther and other young faces to rise. Yet, the WWE Universe has been starved of a truly compelling heel turn masterminded by him. This isn't just any heel turn, this will be a carefully crafted, storyline-rich, character-defining moment for whoever steps into the dark side. Why now? The perfect storm on SmackDown. SmackDown's women's division is hotter than ever. The recent introduction of new stars and the evolution of existing ones like Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, and the undefeated Jade Cargill, has created fertile ground for dramatic shifts. Jade Cargill is one of the most dominant figures WWE has seen in recent years. Her imposing presence, combined with her undefeated streak, has made her a fan favorite babyface with massive momentum. However, with that momentum comes the risk of plateauing. Turning Jade heel could refresh her character, adding new layers, a ruthless, arrogant champion who commands fear rather than cheers. Tiffany Stratton, on the other hand, is a rising star known for her bubbly, girl-next-door persona mixed with impressive technical skills and high-flying agility. She's carved a niche as a crowd pleaser, but WWE Creative has hinted at wanting to explore darker dimensions of her character. A heel turn for Tiffany would open up exciting new storytelling possibilities, as she could transition from fan favorite to cunning, manipulative heel, surprising many. Triple H's reported plan is to inject fresh heat into SmackDown's women's roster by pivoting one of these stars in a shocking new direction. The case for Jade Cargill's heel turn. Jade Cargill's undefeated streak is one of her most compelling storylines. But undefeated babyfaces eventually face creative challenges. How do you keep the character fresh without losing fan interest? Turning Jade heel could revolutionize her trajectory. Authority figure ally, Triple H could align Jade with a powerful backstage figure or even position himself as her mentor, adding prestige and menace. This echoes his past with stars like Batista and Seth Rollins, where he acted as the architect of a heel faction. Intimidation and arrogance. Jade's already intimidating physical presence would only magnify as a heel. She could transform into a brutal, unapologetic champion who mocks challengers and refuses to show respect, immediately heating up feuds. Potential feud with Tiffany Stratton. If Tiffany remains a babyface, the eventual feud between the two would be an electrifying clash of styles, powerhouse versus high flyer, arrogance versus resilience. Triple H's storytelling prowess could maximize this dynamic, building it toward a major pay-per-view showdown. The downside? Jade's fan base has grown around her being an inspirational, dominant champion. The heel turn would be a risk, but one with high reward if done right. Why Tiffany Stratton could be the new queen of heel heat. Alternatively, Tiffany Stratton's character feels ripe for a reinvention. From sweetheart to schemer, Tiffany's previous promos and character moments have hinted at a sharper, more devious side just beneath the surface. Triple H loves nuanced heels, and Tiffany has the charisma and in-ring skill to make that transformation believable and exciting. Expanding storylines. As a heel, Tiffany could target not just Jade but other fan favorites like Rhea Ripley or Liv Morgan, forming alliances with existing heel factions or creating a new faction of her own. Engaging rivalries. A heel Tiffany opens up creative avenues for layered rivalries, mixing mind games, betrayal, and clever tactics that could captivate fans week after week. Triple H's plan might revolve around unveiling this darker side of Tiffany in a slow burn, gradually transforming her from lovable to loathsome, culminating in a dramatic face-off with Jade or Liv. How Triple H could execute the heel turn. Triple H is known for his ability to blend reality with fiction, making his storylines feel genuine and impactful. Here's how he could orchestrate this heel turn. Subtle seeds and promos. Triple H could start planting seeds in promos and backstage segments. Perhaps he publicly praises one star while casting subtle doubts on their allies, planting mistrust and building suspense. Backstage power plays. Hunter could leverage his authority figure role in storylines by booking one star in controversial ways, like favoritism or harsh punishment, building sympathy for the babyface and heat for the heel. Betrayal angle. Nothing signals a heel turn better than betrayal. A shocking attack on a trusted friend or mentor, or a refusal to shake hands after a hard-fought match, could mark the official turn. Alliances and factions. Triple H could resurrect his penchant for dominant factions by positioning the heel star as the leader or key member of a new powerful group on SmackDown. Special pay-per-view reveal. The heel turn could be saved for a high-profile pay-per-view like WWE Clash in Paris or Survivor Series, making the moment unforgettable. Fan reaction and potential impact. WWE fans always have a mix of excitement and anxiety when a beloved star turns heel, especially under Triple H's guidance. Some fans will be hesitant, fearing the loss of their favorite's babyface image. Others will eagerly anticipate the new stories and rivalries that could emerge. If Triple H successfully executes the heel turn for Jade or Tiffany, it could elevate SmackDown's women's division. Fresh rivalries and intense promos could put the division in the spotlight like never before. Create new merch and marketing opportunities. Heel characters often open new branding doors, edgy gear, catchphrases, and promos that resonate deeply with fans. Position the heel star for a main event push. With Triple H's backing, this star could become the face of SmackDown and WWE's future. Why Triple H is the perfect man for this job. Triple H's own legacy gives weight to any heel turn he crafts. He understands character psychology, fan expectations, and how to balance the nuances between heel and face. His past work with wrestlers like Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Kevin Owens shows he can elevate talent while keeping stories compelling. Turning a major star heel for the first time since his return to WWE creative shows that Triple H is ready to reshape the landscape, and with SmackDown's women's division hotter than ever, this could be the turning point for a new era. Final thoughts. Who will it be? The big question remains, will Triple H turn the dominant Jade Cargill heel and add layers to her reign, Or will Tiffany Stratton take a surprising dark turn and emerge as SmackDown's new queen of heel heat? Only time will tell. But what's certain is that Triple H's next move will be monumental, electrifying the WWE universe and reshaping the women's division in ways fans will be talking about for years. Stay tuned. The next chapter of WWE's Women's Revolution is about to be written, and Triple H is holding the pen. If you want, I can help brainstorm potential promo ideas or specific storyline beats for this heel turn too. Would you like that?